a second there.
I'm not going to be able to help you.
See ya. Laters.
Only one way to find out. Omega Luke.
Hello there viewers, I'll bring you back today for episode 4 of the World ROTTERDAMINATION here with Feyenoord, and we are looking currently at the finances page because on stream on the weekend, in case you didn't know, I'm streaming the in-between episodes of this series live on Twitch, twitch.tv/Omega Gaming. We had a very strange occurrence where we had a bit of news saying that after a takeover, which we cannot for the life of us find the takeover, we've looked on landmarks and everything like that, we've been given an extra £40 million in the transfer budget. So we are currently sitting with £41 million in the transfer budget, and we're not quite sure what to do with it yet. So I am looking for some new players. Of course I am. Coming in January, I'm also looking at players we can get at the end of the season on free transfers. There's a few that I've got my eye on. And I'm quite looking forward to how this season's going to pan out. We're currently sitting in 3rd place. And if we have a look at what we have been doing since the last episode. So, of course, the last episode, we played against Paranaense and Girona FC. And, of course, we had that devastating draw at the end there where Girona scored in the 84th and the 90th minute. We've been on an okay run ever since. We did pick up our first loss, though. And, of course, I did stream this on Twitch, so everyone who was there has seen this. We first won 2-0 against Vasco da Gama, a good win. Nicola Armini has repaid me for giving him the first team football at such a young age, because he's like the 3rd top goal scorer in our team already, and I've played him like 5 games. So well done to him. Leganes, we then lost 2-0. Don't know what went wrong. They're not that good. We just absolutely got battered. We never performed, and we really struggled against them. We then come back, though, with a cracking 5-0 win against Young Boys. Some would say we battered some Young Boys. Sinistera, Tornstra, Jurgensen, Kirku, and Louis Montanu picking up his first goal of the season. Good old Louis. Doing quite well, developing okay. Just that determination. We've got a bad one, unfortunately, but hopefully we can get him up to scratch within the next couple of years. We then drew to San Lorenzo. Again, another 2 points dropped, I felt like, and this becoming a reoccurring thing now, which sees us drop away from 1st and 2nd place slightly. But we'll have a look at the league in a sec. Istanbul, we then come back and won 2-0 very comfortably. Burgess and Van der Heyden on the 43rd minute securing the 2-0 victory. Jens Tornstra scored a penalty. We were against a 10 men, but they only got the 10 men sent off in the 94th minute as we were breaking away to score a goal. And they did score with Gyro in the 87th minute. Unfortunately, another 2 points dropped against Hamburg. So that's disappointing. We then played in the FA Cup 3rd round, which puts us through the 4th round against Real Sociedad. So a big game there, I think. Robert Bozanek scoring his first goal of the season, Sinistera and Haps all got on the score sheet with a fully rotated side. We went 3-0 up, and then Sassuolo then come back, scored 2 goals, then got a man sent off, and it sort of killed the game for them. So thankfully, they did not come back. Today, we're against some South American opposition, and this is what I like about this series. It's teams I've never played against before in my life. I've done occasional South American sides in the past on previous FMs, but never to a live com or on YouTube or anything like that. So this is what I'm enjoying. We're Feyenoord and we're against an Argentinian side, Independiente. It doesn't happen very often. We then find ourselves against Cruzeiro. So 2 South American giants in Independiente from Argentina and Cruzeiro from Brazil. 2 games which I expect us to win, 14th place and 23rd place for this episode as we go into December after this. So we got 2 games here in 3 days. It's very tricky. This is what we're struggling with. But we're still quite strong. We're sitting in 3rd place. We're 5 points off top, which is Norwich, and Sheffield United are 2 points above us as well. Jurgensen has the most goals in the league so far with 13, 4 above Moroni, and Burgess is up there with highest average rating. Miguel Baeza was the highest assist person, but he got himself injured and he's missed a few games now. And even Bilo's up there with the most clean sheets. So all is not lost, and we are sitting quite comfortably 6 points ahead of 4th position there. So we're doing all right. We are securing ourselves a nice little gap from 4th and even from 5th, where we would even be playing in the playoff. 9 points clear of Moscow there. We're doing good. We're doing strong. Everyone seems to be happy. We've got a decent side available for us here. We've got a couple of players who are struggling, Burgess being one of them. So we are going to make a change there. I'll tell you what, I'll cut back once I've finished the side. Well, it turns out that was the only change I'm going to make. I've put a couple of players on the bench, though. So we have Banis coming in on the bench. Arzakan is a player in the final reserves. Now, he's not amazing, but he's been performing well in training, and I appreciate that. So I gave him an opportunity, and he's played 3 games so far on stream, and he scored 1 goal. He's doing all right. 17-year-old, and he's Dutch. Good potential. I like the look of him so far, and I've seen a few clips of him later on the game, and he does perform. He comes into a nice player, so he will happily step in because we've got a lot of injuries in the right position. Of course, we're struggling with Sinistera coming back from injury as well. We also had Robert, who was injured, and now Burgess, who is struggling as well. So that's 3 right midfielders, all struggling. So we've had to go to the reserves, and I'm happy to do that. But of course, the rest of the side goes like this. Bilo, Karsdorp, Van Beek steps in for Armini, who's also struggling, 86%. And Senesi at centre-back, who's been solid for us. We've only dropped him a couple of times just to give him a bit of a rest. Outside of that, solid for us. Haps on the left. Van der Heijden and Toornstra in the midfield. Arzakan, Baeza on the wings. Scotty Arfield in that advanced playmaker role with Jurgensen up top. And now I occasionally like to change those round, but for today, I'm going to stick with this. Independiente. I am expecting a win, but I still expect it to be a difficult game. We also made a couple of signings, which I'll briefly come back to, which are coming, of course, in January when the transfer window opens. They have Lucas Romero, one of my all-time favourite players on Football Manager. Is it Lucas Romero? I think it is anyway. But anyway, we start off a minute in and we have a highlight, Van Beek. And we've lost the ball to Fernandez. And Bilo's got to make a save, and he has done. Saved our blushes there. Caught in possession, caught napping, and Bilo again to the rescue. It is indeed Lucas Romero. Now, let me know down in the comments if you've used Lucas Romero before in the past. He's more used as a right back now, which is a shame. He was one of the best defensive midfielders on the game a few years ago. Really enjoyed using him. Here we go. Baeza with a corner. Jurgensen's there. And Nikolai Jurgensen scores again. This man is on fire. I slagged him off a bit at the start of the season. I feel quite bad for it now. But again, that's Baeza with an assist. Jurgensen with his 14th goal of the season. All in the league as well, because every time we have a cup game, we've dropped him and played either Montagnier or Bozanek. But still, in the league, he's on fire, man. 14 goals in 22 games now. Throw in then on the left-hand side. Timu Puku's just put Norwich 1-0 up. Jurgensen's there again. He's had another shot blocked. I wonder how many times he's had a shot blocked which was going in. Fernandez. Van Beek does very well to defend it. And we're still quite comfortably sitting now. Joint second place. 44th minute. We need to keep that though going into half-time. This would be a horrendous time to concede. But an even better time to score. And that's the optimism we need. Dominguez. He's going to pull it back. There it is, Van Beek. Nice. Arzakan plays it up to Jurgensen, who can hold the ball up. And he's got a bit of pace. And he's using it. Oh, he stepped across. It's unlucky. If only he waited a little bit more. Maybe cut down a little bit more. That one little touchdown. Pull it back. There's a few players running in. But still, Nikolai, I'm very happy with your performance so far. As I am the rest of the side. So, guard against complacency. Because that has cost us in the last few games. Conceding late in the second half and not giving us an opportunity to go on and finish the game off. We need a goal quite early on. I'm not sitting comfortable. Lucas Romero, sort of have like a weird feeling of love for him because of how many times he has blessed me on this game of Football Manager. Arzakan, nice. Toornstra. Nikolai Jurgensen has got a bit of space there. He's using his pace. Oh, it's at the keeper again. Campagna with the save, stopping him from getting a brace. But we continue. Another highlight, Karsdorp now. Back to him. Nice little 1-2 from the throw-in. Good run down the right-hand side. There's a nice little ball. Jurgensen, the Danishman, picked it up. Oh, it's blocked again. Can you pull it back? Oh, it's kicked out for a corner. He's causing so much trouble. Really is, Baeza. Bangs it in. There he is. Oh, it's another save. It's another save. Nikolai, what are you doing to me, man? Haps now, throw in. 63rd minute. Haven't made a change yet. Tempted to right after this. Jurgensen. Oh, how many saves is that keeper going to make from him? Moscow find themselves 2-1 down. They're in 5th place, so that's good. Plays it in. It's not going to come to anything. Scotty Arfield, can you get there? Dominguez, we need to stop this break. Stop this counter. Well done. Still finding space, though. Ended. Didn't matter. So I'm making 2 changes. Arzakan and Van der Heyden both coming off. Banis is going to go on the left-hand side. Baeza coming across to the right. And I've also taken off Van der Heyden to give him a bit of a rest. And brought on Ozzy, the Turkish man that we have on loan. I don't want to make too many changes. Just because normally I'd make a striker change now. But we're not sitting comfortably in the lead. And Jurgensen seems to be causing them a lot of chaos. So I'm happy to keep him up there. We are seeing this game out though. So far, touch wood. Can we continue to do that? 85th minute. Norwich have just conceded. That's great for us. But then they've also just gone and scored to make it 2-1. Not so great for us. But it is good. We've managed to pick up the 3 points against Independiente. The Argentinian side cannot break our deadlock there. Unfortunately for us. We've done very well. Good win, boys. We need to continue that though. Rest the lads in between. Remember that, Luke. Rest them. It's cost us a couple of times already. Rest the lads, and I'll see you back for the Cruzeiro game. So now, I did mention that I've made a couple of signings, and here's some of them are. So, I found this man, Wisdom Ubani. My scouts brought him to me, and he's cost me absolute peanuts, to be honest. Joining us in a couple of years' time, and we have managed to sign him for 37k. It's cheap as chips. He's actually a real player on the game, coming from Nigeria. So he could be quite good, who knows, but it's worth the money just to sell him, just to buy him anyway. Giant Brillers, cracking name, who we have signed him from. Odin Tiago Holm. Now, he comes from Norway. You might know this guy already. He has 5-star potential ability, playing in the advanced playmaker role. We've got a few players, a few youngsters who can play there. He's barely 16, so outside of that, 675k. Quite a lot of money, but I'm willing to take a risk on him. He's 5-star potential. 5-star potential, who knows? How many clubs has he had? For a 16-year-old, he has had an insane amount of clubs. Mercenary. Must be a mercenary. But this is potentially... Oh, hang on. No, we've got 2 more. We've got 2 more. No, we've got 1 more. Andrea Papetti. This is a cracking signing for us, I think. Comes from Brescia Reserves. 17-year-old. Great determination. Already looks very good at centre-back. And we have signed him for a very small £1.4 million. Now, I know Papetti turns out to be quite a good player in this game. He is sort of like the outside the wonder kids. In case you don't know, on FM Scout, I do the potential stars. He is one of the men on that list. And for good reason. He could be very good. And alongside Nicola Armini, we could have a little Italian centre-back pair in there, which I do like the look of indeed. So he joins us again. When does he join us? On 28th for the... Oh, so he joins us in exactly a month's time. But this could be a huge one. So I've looked at... Obviously, there has been a few youth intakes already. One of them being Argentina. And Huracan, Les Branas. Where are they from? Argentina C League. They are so far down the leagues. So I don't even know. I'm not a big Argentinian league fan. So let me know down in the comments if... they are like a big name. I've heard of the team. Haven't heard of the league or like anything about them. Anyway, well off topic. Rodrigo Aguero. Already cracking name. And I just did scout all of the youth intakes, and I found this man, free transfer, not even have to pay like any compensation fee. He's 16. He's 16. He has 15 pace, 17 determination, 17 aggression, 16 anticipation, 18 teamwork, 14 work rate. Once his natural fitness and his stamina's up, I've got my 5. Remember my 5? But the technicals, 16 marking and 15 passing. Now, he has 7 vision, so that's quite low. But if we can get that to maybe 13 in the future, he's playable, to say the least. But for a free transfer, unbelievable. He joins us in 2 years' time, unfortunately, 2 seasons' time. So it'll be a while before we'll see this man. But he could be He could be the next Lucas Romero. Can you imagine my excitement if that happened? By the way, how are you all doing with the lockdown haircut? Mine, look at the state of this. It is ginormous now. This is the longest I have ever had my hair. It's a right mess. Besides the point, should we get back to the content, Luke? I've also just confirmed this man, Stefano Turati, who we signed live on the stream the other night, offered him a contract. Free transfer once again, you just had to pay a compensation fee. It was quite cheap to be fair. But 18 years old, again, Italian. We're really raiding the Italian teams here for their youngsters. For good reason, they have a very good youth setup. And he is going to be joining us in the future. Not to say that my keeper isn't amazing, but Bilo is one of the names I'm looking to replace with that a lot of money that we've been given. Okay, let's set up the side that we have here. So I want to make sure we have a few names on the bench just in case they are not. And I think most of them is, other than Scott Arfield, they do not like him, and I don't understand why. But we're gonna play him anyway, against their wishes, against my assistant's wishes. Scott Arfield in the box-to-box midfielder role. There we go. So now I'm happy. Everyone is back. We're fairly fit. Bilo, Karsdorp, Armini comes in the back line again with Senesi, Haps at left back, Van der Heijden and Arfield in the midfield. Berges on the right, Baez on the left, putting up on a good partnership now with Haps. Tornstra and Jurgensen up top, on form Jurgensen. Mr. Nikolai, said that the wrong way round. I don't care. Can we come on and complete another... Oh, they've got Fred. They have got Fred. Remember Fred was a very good player back in his Lyon days. 34 goals. I mean, he played for Cruzeiro before. You probably can't see it behind my face. In 54 games, he scored 67 goals. He's 36, though. If he scores against me today, I will be very disappointed. Is that Brett Shea as well? I remember him. Brett Shea. The USA, former international. He might still play for him. I don't know. Been around the block a bit. Birmingham City, I remember him playing for. Back in the day. Here we go. Cruzeiro. They are sat 23rd in the league. They are struggling. Probably because they've got a 36-year-old up front. But I quite like to win this game. Leganes have gone 1-0 up against Norwich at top of the league. So that's great for us. If we can kick on, get a win, and that result stays the same, that's 2 points gained. 3 points gained even on Norwich. 2 points behind them. Good tackle there by Arfield. We need to dispossess them again. They're Rafael Santos. Cuts that ball back. Everton Felipe, he probably should score. He's hit the outside of the post. And we're lucky. We continue though. Van der Heijden. Back to Nicolo Armini. Comfortable on the ball. No, he isn't. No, he isn't. Fred. Don't score. Oh, Bilo's saved it. It might have been a block as well from Armini. But Jesus Christ. Right on cue. Right on cue that. Nicolo Armini's comfortable on the ball. No, he isn't, Luke. But again, we continue. Still 0-0. Still time to make a difference in this game. There's Nicolo Armini. Do something better this time. Jesus Christ, I thought you'd done it again. Bilo. Does he have like dwells on ball as a player trait? We need to get rid of that. Baeza, number 10. Oh. Glides past them. Pulls it back. Arfield. Oh, Arfield. I bet he did the exact same thing as I did. I bet his hands went upon his head in disbelief that didn't fly in the top corner. It's unlucky. Leganes, 2-0 up against Norwich. This really is an opportunity now for us to pull one back. I can't see Sheffield United, whether they are playing. I don't think they are, which is very rare. Normally on this database, everyone plays at the same time, which is I quite like about it. I quite like about that. I hate the fact that we're on FM anyway. I like it in real life because it means you can watch more games. But I hate the fact on FM you have to wait for certain days to see all the results come together. But it does look like Sheffield United have played. And it does look like they have won. 64th minute. We are struggling here. Why are we struggling against a team so far down? Berges, maybe. Coming off. He isn't doing too well. Scott Arfield, also not doing too well. Let's change it round then. Sinistera, Utara, both coming on. Tempted to take off. Not your Jurgensen even. Tempted to take him off. We'll give him a little bit longer. Maybe another 10 minutes. Everton Felipe gets it in. Breck Shea at the near post, completely unmarked. Wow, close one. Baeza gets the ball in. There's Brahima. It's a penalty. I think it's going to be a penalty. But the only trouble is, Our penalties this season so far are 50-50. I'm pretty sure we've had 6 penalties and we've only scored 3. Sheffield United 1-0 up against Vasco da Gama, so that is how they are getting on. Is he going to give it a penalty? He has. Nick Kingsley. And I do think that's Tornstra who's going to take it. It is. Come on. You beauty, get in there. 1-0. Tornstra, Jens Tornstra. One of our more experienced players bangs it in the corner. Who's actually the player who's missed two out of those 3 penalties that we have missed so far. And now I do feel comfortable enough to take off Jurgensen, who isn't playing very well, and play Louis Montanu. Now, Louis, I'm giving him a game because he just gave us a 10 performance in training. Now, I'm not saying that is the be-all and end-all of why you should give players game time, but I'm all for it. Motivation. You play well in training, I give you game time. Closing in at the final minutes of this game, 5 minutes added on. Are we just going to secure 2 1-0 wins? Because I'm okay with it. We aren't. Happy days. Might be a little bit of a boring episode, but still, 6 points out of the 6 that we needed. And it's good. We got away with it. No, I'm going to say a good win. I'm going to say it's a good win. It was solid. I don't think they had one highlight. Breck Shea should have scored. And Fred dispossessed Nicola Armini. He's young. He'll learn from that. Although he almost did it right after. Granted. But still, Norwich failed to pull it back against Leganes. That's cracking for us. And Sheffield United did beat Vasco da Gama. So, at the top of the league, it now sits. Norwich, 52 points. Sheffield United, 50. Us on 50. And Deportivo Guadalajara on 41. 9 points clear now of 4th place. 2 points from top. This is going well for our first season in the World Super League. If you want to watch the in-between, I will probably stream live on Twitch. I'll put that across the screen again once more for you, in case you do want to come across and watch it tomorrow night, Tuesday night, whenever you're watching this. It's going to be the Tuesday before the Wednesday's episode anyway. So if you want to watch that, make sure you come across. Usually go live around about 7 PM UK time, so please come across to that. Give us a follow. Join the season ticket holders that we already have over there. And if you do follow, during the actual episode, a really cool sound comes up. I'm not going to spoil it for you, but it's Thanos. That's all I'm going to say. It's Thanos saying something cool. So, I'll leave you with that. I'll leave that in your capable hands. Please drop a like on the video if you can. That will be fantastic. Thank you all for the support so far. The messages that you're giving me saying how much you're enjoying it. People coming across to the Discord. Remember, if you want to download this exact same database, Discord, the link to the Discord is down below. That's why you can download this exact database with the updated prize money, with the updated youth and reserve league system, all on there. And if you want to get the exact same save game file for how we are, you can do patreon.com/Omega Gaming. Again, link down description. If you subscribe to the $4 tier, you get the save game file. So I will send you this as Feyenoord right across to you. Just let me know down in the comments, or whether on Patreon once you've subscribed or anything like that. That's how you can do it. Okay, but my name is Omega Luke. I'll see you for the next one. Bye-bye, guys. Hey you. Yeah, you. How am I doing this? Mind control. Watch.
There's a Patreon if you want to support the channel like these guys, and YouTube thinks you'll like this video. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. No, I am not Luke's father.